Thomas and friends, making tracks to great destinations.
Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them, because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy.
The island of Sodor is surrounded by beautiful blue sea. It has fields of green and sandy yellow beaches. There are rivers, streams, and lots of trees where the birds sing. There are windmills and a coal mine, and docks where visitors to the island arrive. The island also has lots and lots of railway lines. Who's that puffing down the track? It's Thomas! Hello, Thomas! Hello, everybody! Welcome to the island of Sodor. Today, on the island of Sodor, we find out what happens when Gordon meets an engine who is faster than he is. And we see Thomas getting into trouble in the snow. But first, Percy hears some worrying news at Tidmouth's sheds. Percy is a little green engine who can shunt and pull. He pulls both passengers and freight. At the docks, and at the quarry. Percy's favorite job is carrying the mail. But sometimes Percy has so much to do, he ends up running late. One evening, Percy arrived late at Brendam Docks. "You're late again, Percy," said the dock manager. "I will have to speak to Sir Topham Hatt." Percy was upset. Percy returned to Tidmouth's sheds. The other engines were already asleep. Then Percy heard voices on the other side of the sheds. It was Sir Topham Hatt, and he was talking to Percy's driver. Percy tried not to listen, but he couldn't help himself. "Percy has been late too often this week," said Sir Topham Hatt. "He must go to the scrapyards tomorrow." "Sir Topham Hatt wants to scrap me," gasped Percy. Percy worried all night long. The next morning, the sun shone and the birds sang, but Percy was too upset to notice. "Sir Topham Hatt wants to scrap me," he cried, "and all because I was late." "Sir Topham Hatt wouldn't scrap a really useful engine," said Thomas. "And you, Percy, are a really useful engine." Percy felt better until he noticed the time. "I'm going to be late," he cried. Percy wheeshed away. If he was on time, maybe Sir Topham Hatt wouldn't send him to the scrapyards. Percy's first job was collecting pipes from Brendam Docks. But when he arrived, Cranky was still unloading. "Hurry up, slow coach," wheezed Percy. "I must be on time." "I'll take as long as I like," said Cranky, and he went slower than ever. The moment Cranky had finished, Percy took off. He hadn't waited for the pipes to be tied down. Percy rounded the bend. The pipes slipped and fell all over the track, but Percy puffed on.